Hi, I want to narrate the installation of the Windows 8 DVD. So you pop the disc in to the DVD player and you boot off of it, and then you set up Windows, choose Next. Now you want to install it, and Windows is starting to set up. So it's loading the files on the DVD into the memory on the computer, and then it will write them to the hard drive. Now it's asking us for our serial number. Your serial number will be different. Then it's checking the serial number. And it'll ask us the licensing terms. We're a Microsoft developer, so we're familiar with the licensing. But basically, software is a lease. You have the right to use it, and if you violate the license, then you can lose the rights. So you just have to know that. We'll choose Next. If you're upgrading, you can upgrade. We're installing this on a virtual machine, so we're going to install it on our own hard drive with nothing on it. It's a 60 gig hard drive, so we'll choose Next. And then this will copy the files that are in memory to the hard drive. And this process will take about 4 or 5 minutes, depending on the speed of your computer. We're going to pause it and skip ahead. Now it'll reboot after it does everything on that menu. And now it's going to boot off of the hard drive. We'll continue to ask us some questions and configure our system. So we'll wait for the hard drive to boot up. Then we can set the color. Again, we can change the color after we log in. And then we'll need to give it a machine name. Once you get a machine name, you hit Next. And now we're going to choose the Customize, which will give you an idea of the prompts that it's going to ask you. Yes, it'll automatically install updates, and we're pretty much going to leave the defaults turned on. And if you chose the Express setup, it would pretty much just accept all of these settings. Do we want to send any information to Microsoft to make the apps better? Yes, we do want to send it information about the malware and virus software, so we turn that on. Leave everything else turned off. Check online for solutions to problems. Yes, we'll leave those on. Share info with apps. Again, sharing your account name and your location if you use any location information. Then we want to log in, and we're going to use Diane's login. Now, if Diane had installed this on another machine, after we log in, and it gets itself set up, it'll synchronize all of her settings on a different machine to this machine. And we'll talk about syncing, cloud syncing in the future videos. Now it's checking for her account. It's going to ask us for her password. So we're going to type it in. Then it's going to ask us for security information. So we have to type in her best childhood friend there. Basically to make sure that we are who we claim to be. And Diane is one of our helpers on this project. So it's going to create an account for Diane on the computer and start setting it up. And every time you add a user to the computer, it'll have to do a similar thing. Each user will need to have their own account set up. So it's pretty self-explanatory, the rest of this. You can just read the screen. And this is how long it actually takes to set up. We're not editing this part of the video. We did shorten the part where it copied the DVD to the hard drive. It'll give you a little tutorial to show you how to use the PC. So it'll cycle through pretty much all of the colors here. Just about done here. There it is. It's all done. So we're on Diane's desktop.